Wow, full house. Thank you for being here at the October 10th, 2018 Ording City Council meeting. We're going to start the meeting at this point and start with the Pledge of Allegiance led by Councilmember McDonald.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
All right, next we have the Smize Foundation.
Thank you, Mayor Penner and council members for having us today. This is a wonderful opportunity to share our mission and meet all of you tonight. My name is Lily Lloyd. I'm a senior at Ording High School. I am ASB Executive President, Vice President of National Honor Society, and an official Scholar of Science awarded by the American Association of University Women, an organization that has been around since 1881. I'm a youth leader, a four-year varsity cheerleader, and the founder and CEO of Smize Foundation. Who we are. We are a nonprofit organization that promotes high school students to volunteer and make a difference in their community. We believe in community outreach. We are a family, and our purpose is to fill the holiday gap. School holidays leave millions of children at risk for hunger. Our mission. Smize Foundation is a family of committed high school students who strengthen communities. We are united by a vision to make a difference in our community for all by volunteering, serving kids during the summer, linking high school students with local food banks, spreading awareness of community outreach and fundraising. We are recognized by the Secretary of Washington State and a nonprofit corporation. Our mission is to bring light on child hunger and making sure that no kid is without food. When I first started volunteering at the food bank, I resisted waking up early because it was my summer break. My mom signed me up because she wanted me to gain appreciation and a sense of gratitude, and yet I still resisted. One day when I was serving, I saw a little boy who looked embarrassed while he was standing in line, and that moment changed my perspective on volunteering and how it was so important. Kids don't have a choice in life, and I realized how fortunate I am to have access to food, the basic necessity of life. I want to make sure that no kid goes to bed hungry. I even saw students from my own school and even their parents waiting in line for food to make ends meet, and it also made me realize that hunger is extremely prevalent in our community. So what does Smize mean? In a literal sense, it means smiling with your eyes. And what we do is we smile with our eyes to let kids know that there is no judgment. Our vision was to start a nonprofit and have committed students who want to make a difference by volunteering and to give kids hope. Student and community impact. On the left is student impact, and on the right is community impact. Students are now required to have 25 hours of volunteer service hours to graduate Ording High School. Students have opportunities to learn new skills and experience for their future employers. Students develop a sense of appreciation and gratitude. Students gain confidence in their abilities and social skills while serving others. And college applications highly consider volunteer hours. We serve during the lunch summer programs. There's fundraising, donations to the food bank or through the high school, community outreach. Kids feel happy when they can relate to a teen and feel welcomed. Kids are fed a healthy, balanced meal. Personal experience. We have served over 2,700 plus meals prepared and also hundreds of volunteer hours. I would like to introduce you to some of our Smize volunteers. So if you guys want to come up.
Hi, I'm Abigail Brown. I am in 11th grade at Ording High School. Sorry, I'm also a little nervous, never done this before. But I am a part of the National Honor Society at my school. I'm a member, and I'm also part of the Tri-M, which is a National Music Honor Society. So it's kind of the same, but just with that music aspect. And within both of those clubs, we also do community service. So for the National Honor Society, this year we spent the Day of Labor service at the Old Soldiers Home, and we did projects there. Like me and a group of kids, we painted 2 decks for the at the Old Soldiers Home. And to move on to the Smize Foundation, Lily first told me about this, and I've worked at the food bank 3 years ago, a few times with my best friend Zyra, but I haven't gone since. And Lily encouraged me to come help at the food bank and for me to do whenever I can during the week, and I chose Mondays and Tuesdays because those are the days that worked best for me. I woke up at 7 every morning, and I got ready, and I walked all the way from my house, which is in Carbon River, all the way to the food bank Mondays and Tuesdays. And at first I was like, oh man, this is my summer. I don't want to get up early. I want to sleep in. But after about a few weeks, I really noticed how much it has changed my my visual representation of how I'm very privileged as a citizen in Ording. I have food, I have a roof over my head, and a lot of these kids that I was serving did not. They might have had a roof, but they also didn't have very much food, and that made me very sad, but it also made me happy to serve them and see the smile on their face every time I gave them some mac and cheese. And I really feel like it has changed just me as a person. I feel like I've helped a lot, even though I've only done 40 hours over the summer. I feel like I am now changed and I can help kids better. Feel like they shouldn't be embarrassed that they don't have enough food. They can just smile with their eyes. They can see us, and we don't judge them. We are here to help. And I just really appreciate Lily for encouraging me to do this, and I do plan on doing it next summer, even though I already have my 25 hours above. So thank you, Lily.
Hi, I'm Ashley Castro. I am a junior at Ording High School, and I'm the junior class president. I am a National Honor Society member. I am part of FCCLA, which is Future Career Community Leaders of America. I am a student board representative and Spanish Club president and the Winter Wishes coordinator. So basically, my experience with Smize honestly been eye-opening, because in all honesty, it was my summer. I was like, dang, my summer. And I was also working with my mom, helping children, helping them out, playing with them, giving them food, and just volunteering. So it was I thought I just needed to decide which one I had to do, but in all honesty, I balanced it out and I did both. And honestly, I really want to thank Lily for inviting me, because it really was an honor to be a part of it. Seeing all those kids eyes shimmer when they would get the food, because some of them didn't have food, really touched me. And I was like, wow, I shouldn't be taking all that I have for granted. So honestly, it was such a great experience, so honoring, and I wouldn't change it for the world. Yeah, thank you.
Hello, I'm Carson Iverson. I'm 16. I'm a junior at Sumner High School, and I'm a Running Start student. Over the summer, I didn't really have any plans. I honestly thought I was just going to hang out at home and do nothing. but my parents told me, find something to do, find something to give yourself like some structure over the summer. And I'd remembered that when my brother was in middle school, he volunteered at the food bank. And so, I figured I'd stop by and just check out what it was about. So I volunteered one day a week for the first couple weeks. And then immediately from there, I moved on to 3 days a week. And then that progressed to 5 days a week and totaling up to 150 hours over the summer. That basically became my life for the summer. I was hooked. Seeing the smiles on the kids' faces and having that gratification of working in the morning, making the meals for these kids was just, I think, really good for me. It helped me grow as a young adult and, progress from a student who just skeeted by in high school, didn't really do much, to, a college student who's excelling now. Besides me having structure, I think it gave them a lot of structure too. The kids that I used to see just roaming around Ording, not doing much, now stopped by the park every day. We're getting lunches. And so that was very gratifying to see that not only I was getting structure in my life, but the community around me was. Working with Lily, the Smize Foundation, the Ording Food Bank was just very good for me overall. I guess I can't wait to see it continue to grow and become more prevalent in our community.
Oh, if you didn't hear her, I'm her sister. I'm 2 years older than her. I graduated at Ording High School. I'm the class of 2017. I've been doing this with her for a couple of years now, and it has honestly changed my view on this community. We do have parents who have a lack of money or resources to provide for their children, and while that's very unfortunate, we have created this system where we are able to provide those lunches for them and for their families. And it was life-changing for me. I came from a person who was like all the other girls here, and we're just like, oh, we don't want to use our summer. But once you started doing it, you realized that you were teaching yourself self-discipline. And as a teenager, I think I really needed that. But yeah, Lily does a great job. I felt like I was the leader about 2 years ago, and then now she's stepped up because I'm a college student and I work. But during this summer, I did help out a couple times, and she's doing a great job. And I think it's really great for this community to partake in, especially for all the teenagers that attend the high school. And hopefully this branches out into communities around, because it's really changed Ording. So yeah. Thank you. This is Annie, my best friend.
Hello, I'm Annie. I graduated Ording High School about 2 years ago, and my summer of my senior year, I started volunteering at the Ording Food Bank with Lily and Noelle, and I just really loved volunteering and seeing the kids' face light up when they come and you recognize them, and you're like, oh, how are you doing and stuff, having a whole conversation with them. And it was just really fun to interact with the community. And I've been graduated for about 2 years and I haven't left. So yeah, so that's my experience with the food bank and volunteering, and I want to change it for the world. Thank you.
Thank you, guys. What you said was so sweet. Next, volunteering for a social change. We would like to introduce a literacy program for kids over the summer. During the summer months, children are at risk of the summer slide, where they lose achievements made in the past school year. 1 in 4 children in America grow up without learning to read. Students who don't read proficiently by the 3rd grade are 4 times likelier to drop out of school. 75% of Americans who receive food stamps perform at the lowest 2 levels of literacy, and 90% of high school dropouts are on welfare. So how can the city of Ording make a social change? We are asking for a summer reading program that is funded by the city of Ording. During the summer lunch program, children can receive a free lunch and select a book to read and take home. Although we had received donated books to give to the kids, it was not enough by the end of summer. A lot of kids came back looking for new books, but there wasn't any for them, so I think it would be amazing if we did have more books for them. Smize volunteers are leadership driven and will read with the kids during the summer lunch program. So it has the community involvement and interaction with the kids, so then they feel even more welcomed. How can you help us? We are seeking donations from the city and its council members. We want to start the conversation of planning a summer literacy program for kids in Ording. Every volunteer is given a Smize shirt, and we are unified as one. So your donation helps us pay for these orange shirts that we are wearing tonight. Recognition is important to teens, and being a part of a family is empowering. How can you help? Please donate and support our purpose. For more information, you can visit us at our new website, www.smizefoundation.com. Also, you can contact my mom, Jennifer Lloyd, who is the volunteer director and secretary of Smize Foundation. Her contact information is also up there. Can I answer any questions?
Councilmember Gunther?
On page 9 of your sheet, and by the way, nice work. On page 9, it says that recognition is important to teens. So I want to recognize you here tonight. First of all, Lily, you impressed me. I've been working at the high schools for a couple years now, and I see you all the time. And you're always in front, and you're leading, and you're doing a great job. And now you're a CEO. Are these your parents in the audience? You must be very proud of her. Very proud. Also, I wanted to say that I'm triply proud of all of you here tonight. Lily and Abby, Ashley, Carson, Noelle and Amy. The people you're wanting to take care of, many people consider the throwaway people. But not to you guys. To you, they're a treasure. And I think that's very, very nice. And I'm glad Ording has Smize in it, so thank you kindly.
Thank you so much, Councilmember Gunther. That was really sweet of you.
Any other questions, comments from council? Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you.
And Mayor Penner, would you mind if we took a really quick picture with you guys?
It's up to the council, not me.
Would that be okay?
I'd move for a 5-minute break.
Oh, we can go right behind him.
Motion's made for 5-minute recess. Seconded. Any discussion on the motion? All those in favor? Aye. All right, we recess for 5 minutes. We'll reconvene at 49 after.
Thank you.